Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Vboomer podcast. There we go. I can talk, honestly.
Doing so
I'm
good.
Kirari Mochizuki, and these are my two co-hosts. Yeah, I was put up to this.
We'll get her on the next one, I promise. So
Yeah.
hi. I'm Shades for Shades, Golden Retriever variety streamer. I stream live on Twitch. You can find me. Tags below. On to you, Sage.
Hello, my name is Sergeant Sage, and you can find me on Twitch, but not this week because I will be away doing family stuff. But I'm on Twitch normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we're trying to get a third day in there, sort of
cram it
dealio, and cram it in.
Bite the
Cram it in,
bite the
cram it in.
schedule pillow. Immediate demonetization.
Oh God. Here. Going in rough.
So-
We're starting off well.
So, if you're wondering who the hell we are, well, you already know who the hell we are. Why are we here? Well, we're VTubers in our 30s, and a lot of people who are in the VTuber sphere are like, it's so old to be in your 30s and a VTuber. So I'm like, so we're V-Boomers now. Congratulations, we're old VTubers. That's all you need to know. That's the whole spot. Welcome to the freaking podcast.
Ooh, the podcast.
I'm glad I'm not the only one falling over my words.
I'm trying.
What?
I've also been cleaning for like the whole weekend. My whole body aches.
Fair.
Pains.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
muscle growth, my friend. Make sure you're eating plenty of
Right.
protein.
So I went and got barbecue ribs yesterday.
Ooh.
Right? You know the place is legit and good when you open the door and your eyes immediately start to hurt. And you're like, why is that? Because it's smoky. Delicious.
Okay.
Ah,
Mesquite.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I know we talk about barbecue a few times, but like, I'm going to be changing my living situation soon and moving into a place where I can barbecue again. Oh my God.
Mhm.
What's everyone's
I'll be
favorite
good.
barbecue?
Burnt ends.
Burn ends?
Burnt ends. Allow me some burnt ends and some pulled pork. That's good
Ooh.
too.
Mm-mm.
With
I
the
do like
green
pulled pork.
beans and them there baked beans? Yeah.
Gotta get them vittles. Gotta get them in there.
Hey, got
Some collard greens.
Mm-hmm.
Some fried okra.
Oh. So
Never had
Kira,
okra before.
it's basically
It's
a
good.
weed that someone
Yeah,
was
it's
like,
good fried.
this produces tubers that have, no, it's not even tubers, it's fruit.
Yeah.
This produces fruit. And then they got desperate enough to like deep fry it in oil after they breaded and battered it because they were hungry.
Well,
so
You can deep fry anything.
Yeah. Like look at Scotland. Scotland deep fries Mars bars.
oh wait, there's
That's
nothing
true.
wrong with that. Also, you
Did you
call
know
them
that you can deep fry water?
you will
What?
call them by their God-given name. It is the Milky Way candy bar. USA.
What?
USA.
What?
Sorry.
Milky Way
Speaking
is
of
something
which,
different than a Mars bar.
Nope.
Are Scotch
Same thing.
eggs deep fried? Just asking.
Yeah, Scotch eggs are like boiled eggs that are
Okay.
like covered in like minced meat. Question
Okay.
mark. And then
I mean,
breaded,
we'll
and
know
then
if she's
they're
wrong.
deep fried.
We'll know
Ooh,
if
that
she's
sounds
wrong.
so good though. What do you mean? We'll know if she's wrong.
We'll hear angry Scottish noises.
I mean,
True.
Oh my God.
yeah.
You're
Over
fast.
here, a Milky Way and a Mars bar are two completely different things.
Oh.
Over here,
Oh,
a Milky
geez.
Way and a Mars bar are two different things.
No, they're not the same thing. I thought.
Yes, they are. No, they're
What do you
not.
mean? What do you mean?
They are not the same thing.
Say psych.
I'm not. There literally is a Mars bar. It literally says Mars on it.
Yeah.
Just MARS. And then you have a Milky Way. You're thinking of Mars as the company.
There's a
Shades.
company called Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
they're
so.
a giant candy conglomerate that totally doesn't hire child soldiers in the Congo. An immediate demonetization if the first 20 seconds didn't get us missed it. Congratulations, we're now on a Nestle Toll House hit list, by the way. We're not going to talk about
yeah,
that.
no. There is literally a Mars bar and a Milky Way. And they've got different insides.
I hate it here. Kiri, circling back to barbecue before I make a bigger fool of myself.
Um, I don't know, like we don't really barbecue here all that often because it rains a lot.
Yeah.
All right.
Like these last few days have been incredibly sunny in the UK, and literally I have smelled a barbecue at least once
All right.
every night this evening because everyone's barbecuing before summer is like super rainy again. But usually I am more on like the fish end of barbecuing. I really like barbecued salmon.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
nice-
throw a nice
nice
piece of tin foil over the
Yeah.
grill. You throw some salmon on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, delicious.
Pop that.
Get some
tongue
cedar
down on
planks.
Cedar plank. Some
Mhm,
sauce. Mmm.
Nom, 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 nom. Some
I'm
olive
hungry
oil.
again. I just ate.
So.
You just for
for
I'm
real.
negative calories right now, so I'm hungry too. But that's on purpose.
So I'm the only one that's being responsible right now and making sure I have liquid calories in my diet. He says as he drinks his beer. Just a little bit.
Sure.
All right. So here's the barbecue spread of choice. Whole chicken, not a beer can chicken. Do not shove beer cans up chicken asses. That's weird.
Nope.
If you
It
like
is.
doing that, I need to talk because we have problems.
Why are we putting cans in chickens?
Look, I don't know why people decide to do that, but they do. They say, "Oh, it keeps the
Yeah.
chicken moist." Well, here's the deal.
I was like,
You do something better. You spatchcock it. You're like, Shades, why
Yeah.
is that? Why is he saying cock? I don't know. Blame the French.
just that he wants to.
Because I think it's a French way of preparing chicken. So basically what you do is you take that spinal column, you cut it out with a pair of kitchen shears, you break open the rest of it so that way it kind of butterflies out like an actual butterfly, right?
Yeah.
And then you just slap that sucker on a grill after you food lube the crap out of it. And after you dry rub the hell out of it. And it is so moist, so delicious, so tender because you are going to spritz it with your favorite beverage of choice every half an hour.
Could do that, yeah. You can also keep a chicken moist by 3 basic ingredients: salt, pepper, and lemon juice. You create a rub with the salt, pepper, and lemon juice, and then you rub it on the chicken. You toss it in there, and it'll stay moist.
Or you could use a goddamn heat zone and make sure you've got a hydro sink on your heat zone and you're using indirect heat like God intended.
See, that's too much work.
What
When I
do
can
you
easily
mean it's
just
too much
I
work?
can easily just slap that chicken ass with some salt, pepper, and lemon juice and be good.
Why are we smacking chicken asses now? Chicken VTubers, we apologize. Unless you got smackable ass. Chicken VTubers in the comment section. Give us a
Are there
yes.
actual chicken VTubers?
Yes,
I've
there
never
are a
seen
few.
one.
Chicken VTubers.
I've
Sound
seen
off
one
in the
or
comment
two.
section. If you don't know a chicken VTuber, go show this to a chicken VTuber. Immediately banned on 7 different accounts. Okay, so my barbecue spread's not done, by the way. So while you're doing that chicken, you're also going to be doing some ribs.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Pork ribs. Pork ribs, whole chicken, fries. A lot of fries. Hand-cut fries. That are fried in beef tallow. And you're like, why beef tallow,
beef
Shades?
tallow.
Because I don't like vegetable oil fries. The only exception would be peanut oil.
I heard
Just-
McDonald's is using the beef tallow now for their fries. The beef tallow oil for their fries.
So I'm not going to lie. Unless they take their $5 menu and shove it, and then they go do a $2 menu or something like that, I'm never eating there again. Immediately, we've lost all of our sponsors.
Honestly, I haven't really been eating fast food a lot at all.
Bro.
A lot of home cooking, a lot of good foods for me, a lot of low calories, high proteins. It's been great. And Taco Bell is still allowed, which makes it even better.
Hey, yo. Nice.
Yeah, bean burrito. That's totally legit. It's a vegetarian thing and it's high protein because of the beans. And it's only, I think, like 300 to 400 calories. So it is a meal by itself. It's
That's
great.
not bad at all.
That's not bad.
Mhm. Yeah,
If you like beans.
I do like beans.
Carrie, do you like beans?
No. I hate
You're like the third
beans.
person that I've known that like it lives in the UK and surrounding areas that absolutely hates beans with a passion.
I live in the worst country to be hating beans.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm
They're
fairly certain.
freaking. They're obsessed with beans and tomato sauce over here, and I freaking hate them.
I agree.
They have them on toast. Why
Yeah,
would you put
beans on
that on
toast.
toast? Blech.
I mean, it'd just be like putting natto on toast.
No.
I don't like
No,
natto
bean
either.
curds?
No.
Bean
no,
curds? You don't like
no.
slimy, gross bean
No.
curds on toast
No.
that drip like snots?
No.
You know, I've
Jesus.
never tried it. I've never tried the fermented beans, but I think I would still try it.
All right. Comment section. Should we have him do it live on his live stream? Comment section. If you get this video to like, I don't know, 200 views. If you get it to 200 views, he'll do it. Congratulations, Sage. Sage
Yep.
doing it.
I guess I'm eating. It can't be any worse than the chicken hearts I ate.
So let me tell you how those are pretty
Those things are
good.
delicious.
Those are
Yeah,
good,
they're so good. You can eat them like popcorn chicken.
bro. You can. Well, they basically are.
Yeah, they basically are.
Huh.
Delicious.
And would you ever eat a chicken heart, Karate?
I tried for the sake of trying it.
The only difference is they're just a little more chewier because it's a muscle. That's
Mm,
the
All
only
we gotta
difference.
do is tell her it's something else, and we'll get her to.
Yeah, just don't tell me up front what it is. Just yeah.
So we bred it to make it look like popcorn chicken, and then when she eats it, she won't know the difference.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
It'll just
really
be a
the
little
best way to
chewier.
eat them. Like chewy or
Yeah.
not. All right, I got an off
You
the
gotta-
wall question for you guys since we're talking about
Sure.
food. Frog legs,
I eat 'em.
I've eaten them.
Yep.
so goddamn good.
They are so
Oh.
good. Oh man.
They're okay.
Sorry,
I'm gonna
no,
go
they're-
with they're
VTubers.
okay.
They're the chicken of the swamp. I love them.
God, yes,
I mean,
they
they
are.
literally taste like chicken.
They do.
They
It's so
do.
weird.
I had my first frog legs at a Chinese buffet, and like my parents were just like, "You aren't gonna eat those. I don't think you'll eat those." And I was like, "I'm gonna eat them. Don't tell me I'm not gonna eat something. I'll eat it."
Now, especially because you told me I'm not going to eat them, I'm definitely eating them.
They,
Right.
yeah, well, yeah.
I get that.
Oh,
That's
God.
pretty much
They're
how
good.
I ordered my the frog legs when we went out for dinner at one point. I saw them on the menu and I like pointed out to my mom and she was like, "You're not gonna have those," and I was like, "Well, now
Watch
I'm
me.
gonna
Watch me.
try me."
No, yeah,
just
they were
kinda
good.
like-
It was
Like, you know, do
They're
the
just
chest bump
really
and you just T-pose.
skinny chicken wings. That's all they really are. Really
God, yeah.
skinny chicken wings.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
So here's my story. My story's kind of like both of you guys' is where it's just like, oh, you don't want to eat those, boy. So I was literally on a road trip from like Ohio to like my home in Missouri, and it was like 2007. A very much younger almost 20 years younger shade. Oh God, I'm old. A much younger Shades was like in a roadside cafe. We were stopping for dinner because, you know, we didn't want to go to the other place that we had to stop at because they had given us food poisoning on the way. So we stopped at this no-name buffet that I don't
I have
even
a food
remember.
poisoning story too. Sorry, go ahead.
And it's this no-name buffet in between like it was like Mansfield, Ohio, and like St. Louis, Missouri. The jankest looking thing I've ever seen in my life, attached to a gas station. Don't remember what it was. We walk in there, we sit down, we
Crispy,
get our
crunchy
orders,
chicken.
and then I'm like, huh? They had a fried chicken. I wanted the fried chicken, and I'm like, oh, this looks like fried chicken. My dad's like, don't get those, boy. You won't like them. I'm like, what the heck are they? He's like, oh, you'll find out. I'm like, all right, I bet. Yeah, my dad set me up to fail. Shout out to my dad. You
That
ass.
trip to fail. They're delicious. How can you fail?
Well, no, because like he saw me grab them, and the minute I gave him lip, he was like, well, you're fucked. Hope you like them. So I sit down. I have literally like 6 of these, and I think his plan was, because I remember this, he had like next to nothing on his plate that wasn't meat. I feel like he was planning to scoop these off of my plate and just eat them for me, and then poke fun at me the whole time. I dig in. I'm like, this chicken's pretty good. And then he's like, he starts cackling, and my mom's like, "What's so damn funny?" And my dad's like, "Oh no, you'll find out in 20 minutes." He watches me eat all of them. He's like, "So how'd you like your frog, boy?" I was like, what are you talking?
Hey.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Frog? It's like, yeah, those frog legs. I was like, that's what frog tastes like? It's chicken, Dad.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So I see you like them. Like, yep. I was like, hey, go get me a plate of them. Go get me a plate of them. I'm hungry. Like, all right, fine.
Yep, like I said, chicken and
Fair enough.
swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Chat, try frog legs today. Comment section, frog leg stories, go.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah.
So what is this food poisoning story?
So when I was younger, we had family that lives in California.
Yeah.
And so me, my mom, my dad, and my sister, we all took a road trip out. Well, we flew out there and we had got a rental car and we drove the rest of the way. And we literally the last night that we were there with them, we went out to a fancy restaurant, right? And I ate this chocolate mousse that all of a sudden just made me feel like sick. And now I don't know
Mm.
if there was cross contamination with this dessert or what, but like I was feeling miserable the whole night. And the very next morning, we're getting ready to leave, and my relatives were just like, "Oh, here, have a huge box of donuts that can sit in between the kids in the back seat. So if you drive, you guys got snacks," because they wanted to get rid of their donuts.
Oh my
And
god.
just sitting in the car, not feeling well, and smelling donuts, I ended up getting sick, right? And I believe it was from the food poisoning from the chocolate mousse. And so, what do? I reflexively put my hands over my mouth,
Mm.
And you
and it
spray out the
creates
side.
it creates a fountain and sprays straight up and hits the upholstery and then falls down and lands on top of me.
Oh god.
And I am in tears, and both my parents are laughing at me. They're laughing at me, and then they have to parade me into a gas station to get to the bathroom. And I just was, as a little kid, it was just so embarrassing.
Oh,
It's
no.
terrible.
At that point, I'd be like, hey, do y'all got a hose?
Well, the other funny thing is it was a rental car, so we had to turn that
no.
thing into.
Oh,
no.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
God.
no.
mhm. It was great.
Oh, dear.
Bruh. That's I have never I have had food poisoning 3 times in my life, and that was too many times.
Mm.
I've got an iron stomach now. Food poisoning rarely happens.
Bro,
And when
same.
it does, it's over in like an hour.
Well, that's good. At least.
Yeah. No,
Oh my
when you grow up just putting everything in your mouth, you get over it quick.
Yeah.
Drinking out of a garden hose.
I used to do that as a kid
Bro,
too.
I did that too.
When you're running around, it's hot out. You don't want to
Yeah.
go get a glass. You got to go inside, and if you're dirty, your parents will be like, "No, you got to clean off first.
Yeah.
Go use the hose." And then you're just like, "Well, I might as well
Hose
just drink from the
water.
hose. I don't
Yeah.
got to go inside."
Hose is inside water, right?
Yeah,
Hmm. I suppose that makes sense.
yeah.
Spoiler alert, I don't think it is in some municipalities.
In some municipalities, probably not. But I mean, if you're drawing well water, your whole house is coming out of a well anyways. So.
Right. Bro. So I've got okay. So here's the deal. I love my brother. Shout out to my brother. Literally I could tell you it's Christmas by that man getting sick when we were kids. They're like, what do you mean? Well, he would always end up having a cold around Christmas time, right? Like right around Christmas. And every time, like my mom, my dad, like we would go to my grandparents, my grandmother, my parents, someone would make a bunch of like sugary, chocolatey snacks. He would have Christmas dinner, and then he would pile that all on with sinus drainage and sweets.
Gross.
It was a Christmas morning tradition to hear my brother vomiting in the bathroom at 2 a.m. for like 10 years of my life. He actually didn't do it. The last year that I was not home, or that I was living with my parents and he was too, was the last. He broke the cycle. And he didn't do it. And I woke him up. I was like, "Hey, you feeling okay, bud?" It's like, "Shades, it is 2:30 in the fucking morning. What do you want?" I was like, "Well, normally it's 2:30 in the morning. You're vomiting profusely by this time." He's like, "Oh shit, I'm not." I'm like, "Yeah, so you good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm going back to bed. Leave me the hell alone." I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Fair. He broke through it.
He broke the curse.
Let's go.
Oh my god. That poor kid, I swear. I swear to you, every year for 10 years, he would do this. It was it was like a clock. I swear to God. And here's the deal. I didn't give him shit for it. I literally was just like, "Hey," he would be in the bathroom and I'd just go wake my dad up. I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, he's sick again." And my dad would be like, "Okay, fine."
Okay.
And chat, this is why you have two kids. So that way, you know, if one of them's medically incapacitated, the other one can be like, "Hey, I don't know what's wrong with this one, but like, you're the adult here, figure it out."
This one?
Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with player 4, but like, can you come down and check it out?
Honestly, I don't think I'm having another kid ever. So,
I mean,
not that I don't like the one I have. I just don't want to raise another tiny being for 18 years.
Fair.
Yeah.
Valid.
Because I'm almost 40, and it's just like, yeah, I'd be 50 if, say, I had another kid
60
at 40
by the time they were out of high school.
Yeah, I would be 60 by the time they're out of high school. Yeah, no.
Hey, you could always Ben Franklin it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Okay, comment section. Do you know anything about Ben Franklin? Let me know. So for those of you that don't know, during the Revolutionary War, Ben Franklin went over to France to, secure aid and support from the French aristocracy and the kings.
Okay.
As like a 65-year-old man.
Okay.
That man fathered 18 children.
Those were different times.
During his tenure, that man fathered 18 children.
The infant mortality rate was still high back then, so the chances of him leaving a legacy, he needed a shotgun, man. That's what he needed to do. He needed to go out and be like, bam, 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 and see which one lived.
Yeah, so
you hear that, internet? Franklin just went bam, 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 bam to see how many kids he had would live.
Oh, freak, I'm crying.
You could just have a few more in your 60s. It'd be fine.
No. See, what you do is you have one more in your 90s, so that way you're already gone. You don't
need to deal with
no child support, nothing like that. You're just like, I don't know, I can't even. Oh, I pooped my pants.
Like, we having pudding today at the cafeteria. Dad,
pudding, that's what's in my pants. Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin really was on that setup for PvP over his will. He was setting up that PvP server after he was gone.
So here's the thing: it's like if he had those kids while he was in France and then he came back to the U.S.
Yep.
Like, yeah, he's a prominent enough figure, but how many of those kids would actually know that they were Ben Franklin's kids?
No idea.
So they wouldn't even really have a contestation for the will, right?
Right.
Or at least half of them wouldn't even be contesting for the will because they didn't even know their dad was Ben Franklin.
Bro, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, mother, who is my father? Oh, just some bald fat guy that I had sex with.
Some American aristocrat.
Yes. Some rich bloke out in the middle of the square. Oh, wait. French people don't say bloke.
I don't know. French people are weird.
Yeah, they are.
That's not nice. I know cool French people. Like Saku Kampaku is a cool French person.
He's French Canadian. There's a difference.
Yeah, he's still French.
He's more Canadian than French.
He's still French.
Okay.
As someone who's gone to France a lot during holidays, the French can be kind of weird. I have one particular thing where I went on holiday with like my parents, and we were like near Paris because they wanted to take me to Disneyland because Europe only has one Disney and it's in Paris. And we were like on our way there. So we parked at, because it was I don't know. I don't question my parents' logic because they have none, but they parked at an airport, and then from the airport we would take the train into Disneyland, or like nearby Disneyland.
Well, it would beat traffic coming out of Disney.
Yeah, like I think it was like both traffic and like it was cheaper overall. Because Disney be expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the airport, you'd expect like airports, so like, you know, security or people who work there would like know at least basic English, kind of, maybe.
No.
Maybe.
At least. So I went up with my best French, I might add, and I asked if they could like speak English, and this was like two like security guards.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy just looks at me like I just grew a second head or something.
And then
you
starts
asked if they spoke
swearing
English.
at you in French.
No, they didn't start swearing. Like I like asked in French whether they could talk English because I didn't know how to ask for directions in French, but I knew how to ask in English at that point. So like I asked, and he just looks at me like all weird, and like the lady next to him just like shoves him and just starts talking perfect English to me.
Oh my god!
I don't know. Maybe I don't know how old you were, but maybe he thought you were cute, and that's why he was kind of gobsmacked.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, how old was I back then? 17?
All right.
16? I was underage. I can know that much.
So this guy was more than likely just flabbergasted that someone that looked Dutch was speaking French.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe my French just sucks, which probably accurate.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Bruh.
I don't know.
I've never been to Disney.
So apparently the age of consent in France is 15. So he probably could have been thinking, man.
That's concerning.
Yeah. That is concerning.
I'm just saying.
That is very concerning.
Cancel.
Just saying.
That changes that whole story into something I do not like.
That's like terrifying.
I mean, that would make sense why the lady shoved the dude. Like,
Yeah,
come on, really?
That's true.
Because he's just like, whoa. Somebody not from my country.
Wow.
Bruh.
Foreigner.
So this is age of consent in Europe. It varies between ages 14 and 18. Majority of countries set their age range of 14 to 16. Only 4 countries: Cyprus 17, Republic of Ireland 17, Turkey 18, and the Vatican City 18 set an unrestricted age of consent higher than 16.
Can we
I think
talk
it's
about
16
that?
in the Netherlands. Question mark.
Can we talk about the new pope?
The
Oh
American
yeah,
Peruvian
Pope
Pope.
Leo.
Yeah. No. The new pope.
I'm sorry.
The new pope.
Yeah, Pope Leo.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
If you say his name fast enough, he's a Pokemon.
No.
Yeah. The Netherlands is 16, to answer your question.
No, his name is not Pope Leo. It's Pope. I don't have the energy to do a Chicago. I don't even know how to do a Chicago accent. Frick.
He's just a Pokemon. Just say it fast,
Yeah.
and he's a Pokemon.
Yeah. So this is gonna be the first pope
Pope
that
Leo.
knows what a deep dish pizza is, and who has probably drank Jepson's Malort. These truly are the darkest times.
So he's I think he's from Chicago, or he ended up in Chicago, but he spent most of his time in Peru, which is why they're saying he's a Peruvian pope. Why Peru is all. You didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, no, hold on. Pope, like Peru, I think claimed Pope
Bullshit.
Leo.
I'm sorry, he's American. Not how that
So
works.
Merkin.
Pope Leo, head of the Catholic Church, blah blah blah. He was elected, blah blah blah. No, tell me about that.
We're just gonna have
Peru
17,000
celebrates
angry and Peruvian comments. Does anyone speak
in
Peruvian?
in 2014.
No.
He moved to Chiclayo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right.
Okay.
Chiclayo, Peru, where he served as an apostolic administrator and bishop, and later archbishop. He
Okay.
even became a naturalized Peruvian citizen in 2015. So he was born and grew up in Chicago, and then joined the church, and then eventually became a Peruvian citizen when he moved down there and was administering down there. Yeah.
Hmm.
But
I'm sorry,
it
but whenever popes are involved, I just think of 14.
it does say Pope Leo is descended from the Creole people of color from New Orleans. That's what this ethnicity article says.
Bro, this man looks.
He's a melting pot. He's
Yeah.
the melting pot pope.
He's an
a little bit of
American
everything.
mutt. He's an American mutt. He's got a little bit of everything going on. Ugh.
I'm going to laugh when what are the guards called in the Vatican? I'm drawing a blank.
The Swiss Guard.
Yeah, the Swiss guard shows up at your house because you called him a mutt.
You know what?
They're like, "How dare you? That's
How
Pope
dare-
Leo."
Fine. Fine. I do not apologize. Send hot women.
Speaking of which, the Swiss Guard, they're known for carrying around their halberds, but that's all ceremony now. Now they use, I think, MP5s or some kind of
Holy
submachine
shit.
gun
All
as
right,
their weapon of choice.
All right.
So don't think you can storm the Vatican just because you think they're using the polearm weapons, because they're not. They're using automatic
You're
weapons.
gonna catch
now.
some 9mm to the chest.
Yeah, boom.
Just make sure you get level 4 plates. You'll be fine. That one fucking Swiss Guard with the FAL. Just like, well, right arm of the free world for a reason. You're about to get armbarred.
Mm-mm.
I wish I had one of those. So yeah, I have a question for you guys.
I might have an answer.
Anyone here playing GTA when it drops?
Probably
I
not.
am on the fence about getting it. It's $100 to buy in, right? Even
Yeah.
then, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. If I get this raise from work, I might just pre-order it. But if I don't, it probably won't be in the pipeline.
So you didn't buy the dip in the Rockstar stock when they went through the fucking floor when they
With
were
what
like,
money?
yeah, right? Right?
I tried to get a consolidation loan through the bank, and they're like, I'm sorry, you're 2 points shy of your FICO score. I was like, yeah, but you guys did a hard check of my credit, which dropped it 2 points below the requirement.
Oh my God.
Like,
Could you sue for damages?
anyways, no, I can't sue for damages.
I mean,
And then I tried to get another loan through them.
They denied you
'cause
a
there were-
business loan.
There were two types of loans. There was a secured loan and an unsecured loan. I tried for the secure loan, and then they turned me down because I was 2 points short. Then I tried for the unsecured loan, which they said I had a very high chance of getting because I have good credit, and they turned me down for that. And then the day that I got the second turn down in the mail, like as a letter, they also sent me a letter saying, "Hey, we'd like to offer you a credit card." And I'm just like, the reason I'm getting a loan from you guys or want a loan is to consolidate my credit cards and pay them all off. I don't need another credit card. That's not it. And then I open up the bank app the next day, and it's like, "Hey, you could qualify for a consolidation loan for your credit cards." And I was like, "You turned me down twice already. Why are you
Bro,
advertising to me these things?
telling
You
you.
have access to my account."
Telling you. You
Ugh.
probably have grounds.
Oh, I'm not. No, I told them that they're no longer going to have any of my business. So they wanted to make money off me by making me get a credit card. And now I'm just like, nope. You guys are forever banned from any loans to include business loans from me. I'll go get somewhere else. Somebody else can have my money.
Not gonna lie. Probably won't play GTA 6.
Why not?
I don't have a PS5.
Well, there's that.
Mm.
And yeah, you're on the fence about a lot of things as far as certain content creation.
Yeah.
I honestly though, I can't see you playing this game considering GTA's track record on how they handle certain situations in games.
Right.
Mhm.
So I mean, it just might not be for
Like,
for
I try
you
and keep it
content wise.
He's moving. Jesus.
I had to sit up in my chair. I had to do it.
But yeah, like I've enjoyed prior titles. It's just I try and keep it I try and keep my stream a little more classy.
Mhm.
And I know GTA can be kind of trashy.
Yeah.
can. But I mean, from
Yeah.
the stuff that they've been putting out there, like images and like
Yeah.
screenshots and stuff like that, the game looks beautiful. And if that's running off of a PS5, I know that if I get it on PS5, it'll be great.
True. I give you one day, and then they're gonna patch a bunch of stuff out of the game, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're probably right. You're probably right. But didn't they postpone the release date?
Yeah, but they only said that they were gonna postpone the release date, so that way they didn't have to force people to work 90 hours a week.
Well, yeah, to avoid the crunch. I mean, that's important. You don't want to
Well,
overwork your people because maybe by doing that, there won't be that thing where they patch out a bunch of stuff, unless
Oh
like
yeah, I could see it.
like because they took the time to actually work on it and get those things taken care of. Yeah, I can't see them. Well, actually, no, I could see them removing content. They're a multi-billion-dollar company at this point, I believe. Or
Oh yeah, they are.
million, multi-million, not billion per se.
Yeah.
According
I
to
mean,
the
just look
sales
at how much they've. Go ahead.
according to the sales of GTA 5, they're $1 billion company.
Yeah, they've milked GTA 5 for years.
yeah.
Like they're just like
Yeah.
they're just like oh give us
Yeah.
these monies
Yeah,
and
Mm.
just yeah
freaking ridiculous.
and so and that's the funny thing too is because what is it like the release schedule for all the prior GTAs were pretty consistent within a
Yeah.
year or two of themselves. But as soon as they got to GTA 5 and they made it and then like they got all these people to buy the online and do all that stuff, they're just like, okay, we'll drip feed so that way people buy these little things and then they have to buy more because they need the paid for currency to get even more stuff, and they just milked it.
They also screwed
Which-
up Red Dead Redemption Online.
Yeah, which is another thing too. Are they going to do the same thing with 6?
Oh, I guarantee you they've already got.
Probably.
Are they going to make you pay the $100 and then they're going to say,
Oh, yeah.
well, our online, because it's an MMO style online, you're going to have to pay a monthly fee to play the online version with friends and people.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I
And you
might
see,
be
because they
out.
didn't do that with 5, but they were too late to catch that train.
Yeah.
With 5.
Yeah, they couldn't do it.
They have the option to just, if they introduce it off the rip with Grand Theft Auto 6, they could be setting a new, I don't know what the word I want to use
new
for that is,
precedent
but
for
trend.
gaming.
Yeah, new precedent
Mhm.
for it. But even then, I would say like I don't think they charge 50. I mean, depends on how greedy they get, but I can't see them charging $15 a month. I can see them charging $5 a month.
Mm.
And then they
still
would
won't
have
do
a
it.
$10. They would have a $10 a month version that would give you like special in-game currency or whatever,
Yeah, like
or
a battle
like give
pass
you
or something.
yeah, like kind of like a pass that would like give you like in-game money, maybe
Yeah.
give you perks or something like that, a perk pass, if you will,
Mm.
for that monthly fee. So I mean, there's ways they can monetize it,
Like
and
a
if they
battle
did that,
pass?
you know what? Okay, that solidifies my decision. I'm going to wait until the game has been out for a bit
Yeah,
and
I
see
would.
what they do. Because if they start doing predatory practices, there's no reason for me to get the game.
Yeah.
I agree. Hate
Even
to rain on your
if-
parade, but I agree.
Even if the hype is amazing enough that it's blowing up on Twitch and people are getting viewers, I might just skip it. Yeah.
Oh, I hate to say it, but like if you play it day one, no one's gonna watch you.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
The reason why I
they're
say
probably
that-
going to they're probably going to watch the people that do the RP, because the people that
Yeah.
are on the RP servers, they're going to play through the game and their
Mhm.
audience is going to follow watching them.
Yeah.
play
Yeah.
through the
Yeah.
game before they start setting up RP servers.
Mhm.
Well, actually, no. If is it PlayStation exclusive for the first year?
Yes.
Okay, so we won't have to worry about them popping up RP servers until at least after the first year.
Yeah.
Because they have to wait for it to come to PC
Mm.
before they can do that.
If they do that, because they haven't announced that they're going to.
True.
Okay.
Yeah.
My whole
They probably
interesting
won't, to be
stuff.
fair, but-
like, we're not big enough channels to stick out. We're just not.
Eh.
I found that out with Monster Hunter Wilds.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing. For channels like us that have a kind of lower viewership and we're not out there,
Yeah.
it's still a good thing to stream these high title games that even though people are going to be watching these high end streamers do it and there's going to be tons of people following those, you still, it's like playing the lottery, but you still
You
have a
could get
chance that
rated,
one of those
yeah.
high end streamers are just gonna be like, who are we going to raid? Hey, this person doesn't have a lot of people. I haven't really seen them on the scene. Let's give them, you know, this huge
True.
shot and see how many people
It does
of
happen.
mine I can get to follow them and da 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 da. And who knows? You might just blow up.
And that's how I got
That's how I
affiliate.
got affiliate.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
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 Because I was playing Animal Crossing at one point, and like I had like 2 viewers at that point, and like someone rated me with like 70 odd people.
Yep.
And I was just sat there like,
I was playing Mech Warrior Online in 2017. Just with my boys, we had like 5 viewers. We had some like the biggest Mech Warrior Online content creator raid me.
Nice.
Literally 200 people. 140 of them stuck around for 7 hours.
damn.
Man. So now I feel kind of bad. I feel like I cheated the system a little bit.
You networked and integrated.
I made affiliate in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
From starting.
Damn.
But Karate, I networked for 2 years.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, that's fair.
And when I started streaming, I had already had 50 people follow me waiting for me to start streaming.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I just kind of clicked go live one day, and that was
Bro.
me.
well, I didn't purposely network. It just so happened that I'm pretty friendly with people and I like to talk, so I just got to know people and they're like, "Oh, you're going to do that? Okay, here, let me give you a follow so I know when you stream your first stream I can be there." And so yeah, I actually had quite a few viewers in the beginning cuz you have to have an average of what, 3 viewers per
Yeah.
I think
stream
so, yeah.
For your first
in
30
order
days.
to for your first 30 days to get affiliate, yeah. So yeah, no. But yeah. So
That's awesome.
I mean, it could be one of those situation shades where it would be a good idea to stream it day one because you could have that incident where somebody's like, "Hey, let me raid this low
There's
level
so many
streamer
streamers
and
now.
give him a
You might
boost."
as well not even bother.
That's looking at the glass as half empty there.
My
Shades.
glass is empty right now.
Oh, well, in your case, that could be a good thing.
Hey.
Also,
yeah.
when you were talking about the light beer,
Yeah.
I started getting commercials for
Oh,
that
shit.
Miller Lite for the hey, if you what was it? What's his name? Christopher
Time.
Walken. Christopher
Oh my
Walken was
boy.
doing commercials for Miller Lite
Really?
about if you're one of these beer drinkers that you have a story.
All right. I'm tweeting at Christopher Walken right now.
Christopher Walken, I'm drinking Miller Lite. Yeah, drinking a light beer.
There is not an official Christopher Walken Twitter account. Never mind.
That is surprising considering how famous he is.
Right. All right. Got a question for you guys.
I might
You
have an
had
answer
to
for
pick
you.
a superpower,
Okay.
but there is a serious drawback. What would your superpower be? What would your drawback be?
Honestly, I think that we should pick what superpower we want, and the other 2 people need to say or decide what the drawback would be.
Mm.
All
I think
right,
that would be
bet.
more fun
Bet.
because it's something that you really want, which you're gonna pick, and then
Yeah.
we get to choose what the drawback is.
All right.
Get out of you can start.
I want to. I was gonna say flying, but I think I would want to breathe underwater.
Okay.
All right. You know what your drawback is?
Go on.
I wonder if we picked the same drawback. I had one in my head already.
I think I might have an inkling of what it might be.
You have to French kiss a fish in order to breathe using their gills.
That is not what
Okay,
I was gonna say.
That's also not what I thought
Well,
you
it
were
was either
going
that or
to
a fish
say.
butthole, and I wasn't gonna go with the fish
I was-
butthole because that'd be weird.
I was gonna say that the drawback would be that you can breathe water, but that means oxygen is now toxic to you.
Hmm.
That's
I know you're
boring.
filtering oxygen in there, but like you wouldn't be able to go back to the
Yeah, like you
to
wouldn't
the
like
land.
Like an actual fish. Don't go back
Yeah,
on
No,
land.
man.
Yeah.
No, you just need a French kiss fish. It's fine. Just you know what I mean?
Listen, man, if I can find like a hot merman, sure, why not?
What if it's a
Oh, okay.
Frenchman with dead fish eyes?
You know what?
Would that work?
The fuck?
Huh? Sorry, France, that we're
what?
picking on you. We don't mean
A
to.
Frenchman with dead fish eyes?
Yeah. You know,
Oh
he's
my
kind of
God.
got that look like a dead fish.
Yeah, we're not banning
if you
France.
kiss him.
Oh, okay, so
Oh,
Kiri, I
no.
will allow the mermaid, but he's gonna have a fish top half.
Ah, dang it. Okay. Fair enough.
Well, I mean, isn't that a benefit? That means that he's got a human lower bottom.
That's
Well, if
true.
you're into that. But then you
I mean,
gotta,
all you do is
then
all
you
you do
gotta
is put
deal
a
with him staring at
all
you
you
with
do is
one eye.
put a paper bag over his head, and you're good, right?
No, because you'd probably consider that a hate crime, considering they wrap dead fish in newspapers.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Wait,
they don't
what?
do that anymore.
They don't do that
No.
anymore.
Bro, like the ink.
They
was
haven't done
half
that
the
for
flavor.
years.
Yeah, they haven't done that for years.
What the hell? Right, Sage. What you
Yeah,
want?
Go ahead,
What-
Shades.
what- All right, bet. I want the ability to read people's minds.
Okay.
Do your worst. I dare you.
All right. Okay, what's a good drawback for this
He's
one?
got to think, Chad. He's an old man.
You
ah,
can only do it
Yeah.
when you're touching them intimately.
So just like 2 fingers up. All right. You know what? Fine. Wait. Okay. Hold up. Wait. Better question. Do boobs count?
No.
Fuck. So just 2. All right. Fine. Oh, okay. So can I Spock it?
Is that an intimate action? Is touching somebody's face
No.
intimate for you?
No.
Do you get off at face touching? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, so you know how the Vulcans do that thing where they spread their hands?
Yes. I know what a mind meld is.
No. That. Okay. You know what? Sure. Why not, buddy? Okay, so I can read people's minds, but we're just gonna be mid, just banging. Just
I'm still thinking of my drawback for you. All right.
All right. So are
So
you gonna
you can
decide and
read
pick
minds.
or what?
You can read minds. Well, it's not one or the other or both. It's what we would give you as a
All
drawback.
right, bet.
Mm.
Now, or you can choose which one is the drawback.
Just what you got?
You can read other people's minds. However, when you read their minds, the first thing you see is the last time they went to the bathroom. So if they're taking a massive dump, that's the first images in your head. And then you can read their minds. It's like a flashback.
God.
You get this. Whoa! I got to read this guy's mind, but now I got to figure out The weird noises he makes when he shits.
Or like if they've got IBS and do I feel the feelings of them taking a shit? 'Cause,
Well,
like,
no, but now you do.
this-
Now that you brought it up,
No,
No!
we do.
No,
now you do.
damn it! I should have said anything.
You know,
So-
your superpower just reminds me of like this BL that I watched called Cherry Magic, where a 30-year-old guy,
Whoa, whoa,
30-year-old virgin,
whoa.
what?
What's
30-year-old
wrong with that,
virgin.
Shades?
You know the whole thing. Like, if you never had sex before you turn 30, you turn into a wizard when you're 30.
Yeah.
You're a wizard.
Yeah.
And if it, I think, what is it? If you hit 60 and you still haven't, you become a sage.
Something like that.
I think so. But like that's
Hey,
the whole
my
premise.
name is
like-
Sage.
You have a child. She's
I
a
do.
literal teenager. You can't do this. It doesn't work.
Like the whole premise is like that he turns 30, he's still a virgin, but like
Mhm.
every time he like touches someone, just like normally, like he can just like put his hand like on someone's arm, he can read their mind
Okay.
or like their thoughts.
Because he's a wizard now.
Yeah, because he's a wizard. But like at the end of the anime, and this is a spoiler for everyone who wants to watch it. I'm sorry. At the end of the anime, he gets together with like the main love interest, and then he's no longer a virgin, and he loses his powers.
There
So-
you go.
So, chat. Sorry, comment section. So what this tells you, don't have sex. Sex is bad.
Yeah.
Takes away your
If
wizard
You'll
want
lose your
superpowers,
powers.
Yeah, you'll lose your wizard powers.
All right. So
Don't do
my
it, it's a trap.
superpower
Wait,
would be
Hold up. So what you're telling me? Oh, okay. So do I have to maintain contact in an intimate way, or can it just be
Yes.
like I run up to someone and I just tap them in the sack?
No. You have
Fuck.
to maintain contact.
Damn it. Okay, I was trying to get out of it. Comment section. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be that weird pervert guy that touches people intimately. Fuck. I will never not have a bad relationship ever again, though.
That's true.
Joke's on you. Is Sage dead? Do we kill Sage? Did he stroke it out?
You asked me to wait, so I stopped.
Sage, you kind of had.
doing.
Holy fuck. He kind of had that 1,000-yard stare. I was like,
I
Is he okay?
stopped in mid sentence and I didn't move. I froze because you told me to wait.
You
alright,
literally did the Alexander times.
right?
Bop, bop, bop.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Sage, what you got?
Sonic
Oh,
boom.
the superpower that I would want is the ability to digest anything.
Okay.
Meaning I could eat anything and it would just digest.
Okay, I instantly have a drawback.
Yep, I figured there was some coming.
You don't taste anything anymore.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
I love the taste of food. That also means that I wouldn't be able to smell anything anymore because taste and smell are now linked.
That's true.
You know?
So,
Which I don't know, is that a boon that I wouldn't be able to smell anything anymore? Like
No.
I could literally go into like a bloodbath or whatever and not smell decaying corpses. That sounds like a boon.
True.
I could also be super super rich because if somebody needed, I could become a what are the crime scene cleaner and I could literally just eat the bodies.
fuck, gross.
They
Oh,
would digest.
nasty.
I couldn't get sick.
Oh.
I couldn't get
Fuck.
sick because I can digest anything.
Alright,
So
you
even
know
the
what?
germs get destroyed.
Just for that, whatever you eat, I'm gonna make you horribly racist against whatever you eat.
So
So-
does that change every time I eat something new?
Yep.
All of a sudden, like I
Yep.
decide to eat like a chicken sandwich and I'm racist against chickens?
No, you're racist against whoever made it.
No, I thought you said whatever I eat, not.
Yeah, whoever made whatever you eat, you're racist against it.
Oh,
so
I-
if some,
did
if
did I
some little old
misread
black
that?
lady,
I thought he said
No.
whatever I eat, I'm racist against.
Yeah,
now he's
that's
changing
that's
to-
what I
you
heard as
eat,
well.
You're racist against.
Now he's changing it.
whoever's
Now he's
made
changing it to whoever
You're
made it.
racist against whatever. Fine.
Okay.
I missed.
So the dead bodies that I eat, I can't become racist against because they didn't make it. Unless I'm racist against their mom and dad.
exactly.
Or the person that killed them.
Yes.
Oh,
Or-
that's
yeah.
true. I'd be racist against
Either
the
way,
person that
horribly
killed him.
racist. Go.
All right. I don't know. I think I like karate's better.
Nah,
I think that's the better
It's gonna
drawback.
be both.
I let you choose.
You can't taste anything, and it's gonna be horribly racist.
I let you choose which one you wanted as a
Bruv,
drawback.
I'm gonna be like just fondling random people to read their minds. I'm gonna be walking up to someone on the street and go, "Hold on, I need to touch your junk. Don't ask questions; it'll make sense later."
That reminds me of this. So I started the spring or summer lineup is out for anime on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And I was watching this. I'm the evil ruler of a space empire or what. It's something like along those lines.
Okay.
And so his main servant is like an AI android lady that he got to customize
she hot?
himself. Yeah. And so she goes you need to provide your digital thumbprint or stamp in order to approve this invoice. And she's like holding
I'll
up the
give you a
document to him, and
digital
he goes, digital thumbprint, eh? And so he puts his thumb out and he like holds it up against her breast where the nipple is. And he goes, does that work? And she's just like, seriously, no, you gotta touch the paper. So stupid. And then this other person who's a human, she's always trying to get him to buy like the latest and greatest new equipment from her company. And she's like, you can always give me a digital thumb. You can always stamp it with your thumbprint. And like, she kind of like pushes out her chest a little bit. And he goes, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like she was trying to get him to buy like a fleet of 300 like battleships. And she asked his master, who was like supposed to be his sword training master, his like combat master, what his interests were, but he thought it was she was asking them what the master's interests were. So he's like, oh yeah, short skirts, you got to make sure your cleavage, like doing all these things. And like, so she goes to the count to try to get him to buy the 3,000 ships as the interests of the master. And he's trying to seduce the little, he's like 15 or 16 years old. It's weird. It's a weird anime.
This is funny.
Anyway,
sounds it.
This is funny. I'd watch it.
It's an anime. They're all weird in some form of fashion.
And here's the weirder part. A lot of Western people are trying to Westernize it. I'm like, bro, just let them be funny. Because the minute you do this, the minute I stop watching, another entertainment industry is killed by millennials.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wasn't there a whole thing about Japan being mad about English voice actors? Like there was a controversy with English voice actors.
Which one?
Not whitewashing.
Yeah, which one?
But,
yeah, which one? There's 7. There was this.
So the latest controversy with the Dan thing.
Oh no.
Where like an artist decided to draw the two main characters of Dan as like a different race altogether, which that's freedom or whatever, blah 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 blah. But the voice actors said that they liked it and they could see that being a thing or whatever. And Japan was like, "How dare you take our material and change it to fit your narrative?" It was a thing. I don't remember the exact thing. I need to look this up. Give me a second.
I think I kind of know what you're talking about. This has been a thing that's been going on since 2016, when everyone got really weird up on that woke bullshit. And they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna race swap everybody. We think everybody should be this." And I'm like, "Bro, just create original stories." A lot of these race swap characters, I'd watch original anime for it. Make the original fucking anime.
Okay. So, the Dan dub voice actors stand behind race swap fan art after backlash from Japanese fans. Okarun's English voice actor also changed his profile pic of the fan art race swapped Okarun less than 24 hours. Oh, okay, this was 5 months ago. Less than 24 hours ago. It now has the image of the Japanese Okarun. He caved in, so he swapped after getting mobbed by the Japanese. Like, it's
oh my god.
Yeah, so and like I don't have a problem with it if an artist wants to draw their favorite characters in a certain way. That is fine. I don't really see the issue with it in that aspect, because that's for your own personal collection, your own personal use. But I don't know. It was a thing. It was a thing.
It's still a thing. It's been a thing for 10 years.
Yeah.
And here's my whole thing. If you're gonna cosplay it, if you're not the, I hate this. No, because like I used to date someone who was big into cosplay, for a while, and like you would constantly see like these other like totally not the quote unquote proper colored people. Comment section, if you clip that out of context, I swear to God, I will come into your house and I will lick your toes.
My
in the middle
brain
of the
clipped
night.
it out of context.
But no, like that's what it is. Like you'd have people who would get like shit on because they're like, "Oh, this character's white." I'm like, no.
Oh,
No.
okay, no, you're doing it the reverse of what
Yeah.
my brain thought you
Yeah.
were doing. Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
No,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I would constantly see like other cosplayers get shit on because they're like, "Oh, this
Yeah.
character's white. What are you doing?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"Bro,
no, that's stupid.
I will as an ex cosplayer myself, I will 100% say that over like the last like 15, 20 years,
it's gotten so weird."
the cosplay community has gotten so fucking weird.
Right?
Yeah.
Like originally cosplaying was just for like, hey, I really like this show, I really like this game, I really like this character, let me show my love for it. And it's just turned into high school drama
Oh yeah.
or a fashion show.
Well, I mean that was the main thing is you dressed up like your favorite character and the art was the love and care that you put into the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people like I remember back what was it? I went to Anime Boston in 2008 and this is like the early days when conventions started kicking off with people cosplaying. I mean, there were always smaller conventions that did it, but just like mainstream conventions. And just like yeah, no, you could walk around and people would be in costume and you'd be like, "Oh man, I love your costume. You hand stitched that? That is amazing. I would not be able to do that. I appreciate it." Now it's like everyone is just like, "Oh, you're not meeting the standards of that character, and what are you doing?" And blah blah. Blah. No, the
Everyone's
whole point of
competing with one
cosplaying,
another.
yeah, is to show people how much you like the show, and that you know why do like hyper specific details matter at that point.
Yeah.
Like
and that's
I know cosplay competitions are a thing because like there's the World Cosplay Summit and like there's
a summit for you people.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's
the
a
heck?
World Cosplay Summit once a year
I
in
like
Japan.
how you say you people and you're over here cosplaying as a dog man on the internet.
I know I left you open.
You
to make
might
that
not be
comment.
physically wearing it on your flesh suit, sir. But
Okay. I will at Elon right now and be like, "Yo, how much to get me golden retriever features?"
you know, I
But-
bet you Elon would probably respond to that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
So there's a whole summit for cosplay. That's cool.
And it's really cool because like they like actually have like a red carpet event and everything where like all the competing countries like walk up in cosplay and everything. It's really cool to watch. Like in that aspect, I get the competitive side of it, right?
Yeah.
Like that makes sense. But like even just like I haven't gotten to a convention in like 10 plus years at this point. But like the last time I went to a convention and I was like cosplaying as something. Like I'm a curvy girl, you know. I'm not like super thin or anything. Like I have curves. But I was
wrong with that.
cosplaying as I don't
Jinx,
even
you owe me a
remember.
Coke.
I owe you
Like-
several beverages at this point.
Well, no, you owe me a water. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, you owe me an alcoholic beverage when we meet up because we do have to drink when we meet up.
That's gonna be a requisite.
Anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
But like one of the last times like or I specifically remember one time where like I cosplayed as Miku and obviously everyone knows Miku. Miku is like not really like curvy or anything. Like she's like a slender character. Yeah. But like I got actively made fun of like on online forums and everything to the point where I genuinely had like some of my details leaked on like a forum.
Oh, wow.
Where people were harassing me because I was quote unquote seeking attention.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I hate children.
Yeah.
These
same.
goddamn
Like
Zoomers.
I
They
hate
ruined
people
anime.
acting like children.
These goddamn
And-
Zoomers. They ruined
Yeah.
anime. They ruined Twitter. They ruined the internet. No. Here's the thing. It used to be you could go online and you could literally see a dude being sucked into a fucking escalator on YouTube.
I mean, you can still
Then the
see that,
Zoomers
just not
came
in the
along.
U.S.
Then the Zoomers came along. Now you can't see that anymore. You
can still see
literally-
that, just not in the U.S. VPN out, you'll be good.
Ah, damn. Okay, bet.
Yeah,
But yeah, like no. So here's the deal: like so much on the internet has changed. So much of pop culture has changed to be this weird rat race kind of bullshit. And I'm like, it ain't the millennials, it ain't the Vboomers out here doing it. It don't feel like it. At least comment section if I'm wrong. You better start filling in that comment section because god dang,
To be fair, we are part of the rat race shits.
here we are.
Whether we intend it
Yeah.
or not, I mean, we are.
But like,
so.
I ain't that weird hyper competitive crap about it. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to put someone down for cosplay a character they enjoy. I'm not gonna do
Exactly. No.
Mhm.
No, I don't think harassment should be the gate in which you hit your horse in regards
right.
to deciding what is right and what is wrong for cosplaying characters. Like it just that's what it boils down to is it's just harassment. You're harassing
Yeah.
somebody because of the way that they look. And just because they don't fit your perfect version of that character doesn't mean that you should belittle them.
Mm.
Right?
No,
Like,
no.
ugh. Life lesson of the day:
Yeah.
don't be an asshole.
Pretty much. Like if you don't like someone's cosplay, don't interact with them.
Yeah, just ignore them. Yeah.
You're not obligated to like interact with people that you don't like.
No,
Mhm,
just
mhm,
walk up to
mhm.
them and be like, "I hate you and everything you stand for and exist for. Please remove yourself from my space." Sorry, I've been spending too much time on Twitter.
That's when you disarm them with a compliment.
Right?
Kill them with kindness.
Yeah, they step up to you, and I've actually seen a few videos of this and it is hilarious. And I don't know if some of them are staged or not,
Bro,
but like
listen,
somebody starts coming up and like talking shit about you and then you just start calm voicing and complimenting them and it throws them off
so
their game.
much.
And they just don't
Yeah.
even know what to say at that point.
Mm.
And then you just walk away and they're standing there dumbfounded like what just happened?
Like, what's
Fun
that?
fact,
Come again,
that
to
also
Big Bud?
the killing with kindness also helps with customers if you work in customer
Uh-huh.
service.
Yep. It
Oh
does.
man, I worked at Walmart. I will afford you 0 kindness. You were in here messing up my perfectly arranged shelves. Get out. Go away. Buy your shit and
Yeah,
leave.
no
Don't
comment.
talk to me. Shh. It's okay. Everything's out there. If it's not out there, we
So
don't
what
have
that
it.
means, Kirati,
There's
is
no
that
more
if
in
me
the
and
back.
Shades ever go to a Walmart together, I need to just start grabbing random things off shelves and putting them in different places.
I will fucking
like-
start throwing shit at both
Gen-
of you. Genuinely.
Actually, genuinely,
Because he
just for a
doesn't work-
second, right? Whenever I'm in a store and I like grab something and then I'm like, actually, I don't want this anymore. I cannot just put it somewhere randomly. I will have to
put
make
it
my way
back.
all the way
Yeah.
back to put it where it belongs.
Yeah.
Oh, I do it too, but I would just do this just because I know it would shut Shades off.
All right, so Carrie, here's the deal. Eventually, when we get convention space, we're gonna go to a Walmart, probably with stage to go buy alcohol and other things. We need to watch
Wait,
it.
where are you getting your alcohol at Walmart? You don't want to
They
get your
sell
alcohol
alcohol at Walmart. It's cheap, okay?
They do, but I can get it cheaper other places.
Oh, fine. Are we gonna just drive out to a random parking lot somewhere in the middle of the fields of the American Midwest or wherever the hell we are, and just be like, yes, 1 liquor, please.
It's like the meme with the anime girl that's just like putting some coins on a counter.
What?
One
Whoa, yeah,
alcohol,
one
please.
alcohol.
One alcohol, please.
Oh my god. Oh, I almost
Mm.
forgot. So the YouTube comment section want both of you to run the Vboomer Twitter account, by the way.
Okay.
Remember last time we were like, should we make a Vboomer Twitter account? Remember that?
I mean, if I'm running it, it'll be full of BL. I'm just warning everyone right now.
Oh, that's fine. You just what you do is you just make BL of me and Shades, and you'll be
yeah.
golden.
And then you could be
Yeah.
like, hey,
Hey,
watch our
I do-
podcast, by the way.
I do need practice drawing men, to be fair. So like,
There you go.
God damn it.
Do you need me to send you a picture of like Sage's full body?
I have that
Oh, okay, good.
because I have drawn art for him before.
Shades. There's
Oh
gonna
my
be a dub
God.
out there.
I hate it here. God damn it. Comment section, I tried.
Speaking of which, like, speaking of BL, just for a second, I opened my Twitter earlier, and yesterday was like International Maid Day or whatever, and there's been so many pictures of just some of my favorite anime men in maid outfits making out, and it's been like the best thing.
Did I send you the picture of me as a maid?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, there we go. Oh, also, which you viewers will not be seeing this the day that we're recording it, but Happy Mother's Day for those of you that are mothers out there. Don't forget to wish your mother a Happy Mother's Day, even if it's belated at this point, because this comes out on a Tuesday.
So I talked to my mom for a solid half an hour before I jumped in the podcast room.
I called
sent
my mother,
mom a message,
my grandmother, and my stepmother. I called them, all three of them, and wished them Happy Mother's Day.
I messaged my mom, and I found out that my parents are apparently deciding to come over to the UK next week.
Oh,
and didn't tell me.
Are they staying
until
with you
now?
Again?
Surprise!
No, thankfully no. Thankfully, they, as far as I'm aware, anyway, they're not staying with me anyway, because like
I literally.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, seeing you
at this point, yeah. If at this point they would be like, "Oh, we're staying," by the way, I'd be like, "Ha, no, you're not."
Like, strike the camp. We're leaving. Everything burns. Burn it to the ground. Save the figurines and the BL and the dotions. We have to go now. Grab all of the non-essentials and the essentials and all the pieces
Grab the
of
buns.
electronics and the rabbits.
Grab the buns and leave.
Grab the buns and leave.
I will not specify what buns.
Oh, pork buns. I want bao. I want bao.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Speaking of delicious food, I made Mongolian beef last night. And
You
oh my
did.
God.
You
and
posted that on my Discord.
I used sirloin steak,
Oh.
and it was amazing. And I seared it with butter to medium rare before I threw it in the crock pot to finish with the sauce.
That sounds
Ooh,
nice.
that beef was tender, melts in your mouth good.
I'm gonna be doing some beef short ribs tonight, probably with some kimchi.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's gonna be so good. So if you're wondering where he got all this beef from, I literally was like cleaning out one of my chest. I have a chest freezer because I bought like half a cow like 3 years ago. for, like,
Wait, it's been
$600.
sitting in your chest freezer for 3 years?
Yeah,
Or that
pretty
you
much.
bought the chest freezer 3 years
I
ago?
bought the chest freezer. It's been in the freezer for 3 years. At the bottom of my freezer, it's still good. There's nothing on it. What?
It has freezer burn shades.
No, it don't.
Yes. As soon as you start cooking that shit, the capillaries are gonna be like watery rubber.
Okay, and
you do you, I guess. Eat your
bro,
soggy
here's
ribs.
the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Eat your soggy ribs. Go for
There's
it.
a shitload of steaks in there too, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna cook them all up. I'm gonna slow cook all of them.
They're gonna taste off, man.
What are you talking about?
They're gonna taste off.
I doubt it. How are they gonna taste off, Sage? How? How?
They're gonna taste off.
How? I'm trying to get them the food.
I already told you.
What's the food science behind it?
You can safely keep it in there for 4 to 12 months. After the 4 to 12 months period, like it will start to deteriorate.
Okay.
Like I said, the cells in the meat will break down because of the ice crystals. So when you thaw it, it's gonna have a weird taste to it.
Even though it's been in a sealed container.
Yeah, it loses quality the longer it stays frozen, because the ice is the cold is damaging flesh.
I learned a thing today.
It might not rot, but it will lower in quality.
Yeah.
Now, is it vacuum sealed or is it just in containers.
It is literally in like butcher paper.
Oh yeah, no, for sure that's gonna deteriorate. Like it's gonna lose like flavor and all that stuff. Yeah, no. Ooh. Ooh.
So I have like 3 or 4 packages of steaks I can throw away then. Damn it.
I personally would. Somebody that went to culinary school, I personally would throw them
Okay.
away. Especially if they have been in there almost since you bought the freezer.
2022.
Yeah, no.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Literally, I just pulled up a chart on how long you can really freeze food for.
Yeah.
Uncooked steak, 6 to 12 months. Uncooked bacon, 1 month freezing. Soups and stews, 2 to
Really?
3 months. Ground beef, 4 months. Whole chicken or turkey, 12 months. Cooked pieces of chicken, 4 months. Uncooked chicken, 9 months. Ice cream is 2 months.
God damn.
And that's has to stay cold. Yeah, no. So like there is literally a
There's a chart. A literal
there's
chart.
a chart.
Fuck.
F in the comments for the unused steak.
Yeah, because I completely forgot about
I
Now,
get that.
if they had been in there for like 12 months, you probably would have been fine. But 3 years, yeah, I would not trust it. I would say go ahead and do it. The worst case that's going to happen is you're gonna get the runs, buddy, and it's not going to taste as good unless you drown it in seasoning.
it. Slow cook it. It'll be fine. I'm kidding. I'll just throw it. I need to get rid of it anyway.
What you need to do is if you're going to get a cow butchered and you're going to throw it in a freezer like that, vacuum sealing is the way to go. That is definitely how you need to do it. Because like vacuum sealing, they can be stored for up to 2 years. Beef can be stored up to 2 years. Yeah. Because what that does is that removes all of the oxygen and it doesn't have a chance to freeze and destroy the meat.
So
on
I
the
know what I'm
inside.
putting on my throat.
Yeah, vacuum sealers are you can get a pretty cheap one these days, less than $100.
Less than $100. Nice.
Yeah,
That's not too bad.
That's pretty good actually.
let's see here.
I'm saluting the steak anyway.
Thinking of all the money I have lost doing this.
Yeah, you can get a vacuum sealer off of Amazon for $30
Oh shit.
for food.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Ah. And chat, you like, why is he digging in the bottom of a giant ice box? Well, I'm moving.
Yes.
Soon. So
Ooh.
I kinda gotta empty it so that way I can thaw it out and get all the water and moisture out of it, so that way it's safe to store and safe to sell or take with me. I don't know what I'm doing yet. It's ridiculous.
A lot of prep.
Oh my god, so much. I'm like doing a bunch of deep cleaning, I'm doing a bunch of packing, I'm packing up I'm basically packing up my entire apartment and just be like, yeah, you just get in there. Get in those boxes. It's fine.
Get in there, dig in.
I hate it so much. I do not enjoy moving. Not at all.
I think my next move, it might not be my final one, but my next move, I'm definitely hiring people to move my stuff.
Mm.
I'm getting to that point with the military medical stuff to where I can't do the lifting like I used to. Technically, I'm not allowed to lift over 40 pounds at a time anyways with how my stuff is. But it happens from time to time because I don't know how much stuff actually weighs and it's got to get moved. And I remember one time, so there was this 300-pound object that me and 3 other guys had to move for a friend of mine. And we each took a corner. You figure 4 guys doing a 300-pound lift, that should be easy. My shoulder gave out like right away, and that's one of my problem areas. Like gave out within like the first minute. But like I went through the pain and we got the thing to where it was, and I was like, okay, yeah, facts. Can't do that. Can't do that. So just don't. Yeah,
You're what, 70% already?
80%.
That number's gone up.
Yeah. Well, no, it used to be. I used to be 30%,
Oh damn.
and then I thought I was going to be 50% when I got reevaluated, and then I ended up working with a VA lawyer and going over
Alright.
my medical records, and we got me up to 80%.
Dang.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
God damn it, that sucks.
So yeah, next move, it definitely has to be. I'll box things because small things I can box up all that stuff, but like the furniture, like my bed is one of those mechanical beds now
Oh, nice.
that does the tilting and thing like that, and that thing weighs a mint, and
Yeah.
just
does. Those are really nice though.
it is because mine actually has a massage filter built in feature.
Oh.
It's got Bluetooth, so I can actually hook my phone up to my bed Bluetooth wise, and I can play music, and the massage function will massage me to the beat of the music.
Huh.
My
So-
bed can connect to my TV, so I can have my sound come out of my bed for my
What?
TV. I have
what?
both the head and the feet can be adjusted to tilt whatever angle I want. It has a zero gravity function on it to where I hit
no-
the zero gravity button and it will push up the head and the feet to give it so that way all of my joints have 0 points of pressure.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bro,
fancy.
This is
$2,500 just for the frame.
What?
Yeah. I
Just
paid
the
in total for the bed that I have now, I paid about a $5,100 altogether. Now,
we
mind
know
you,
why he's getting loans restructured and his credit.
this is well, no, I've got less than 2,000 left to pay on the bed stuff. So I bought for the future.
Yeah.
The base I can keep using it in perpetuity. The only thing I'll have to replace is the mattress over time.
Yeah.
But my bed that I bought for my first apartment that wasn't provided to me by the government, I had that thing for 14 years. And I just kept
Dang.
rotating the mattress. And eventually it got to the point where I was like, I need a new bed. So I was like, if I'm going to get a new bed, I'm going to spend the money now to invest. So my future beds I'm just paying for a mattress.
Oh,
And
I
my
get
bed will
that.
be able to do the massage function is great for my back whenever I'm in back pain. Like yeah.
God dang.
So no, yeah, bought it for future. Always buy the stuff that you won't have to replace for a long time.
Mm.
It's worth spending a little extra. Just like with
Yeah.
my car, during COVID, the used car prices were almost just as much as the new cars, right? So I figured, why would I buy a used car if a new car is just $2,000 more, right? I'm already dropping over $20,000 on a vehicle. Might as well just
Yeah.
get the new version because then I know all the miles that I could put on it are mine.
Mhm.
I bought my car with 25 miles on it.
Damn.
Damn the American government and their cash for clunkers program.
Fun fact, I have never owned a used vehicle. And I've only owned 2 vehicles my whole entire life, and I'm almost 40.
The American government is why you will never own a used vehicle again. Sorry, we're pulling out the conspiracy hat. It's not really a conspiracy. So in the 2000s, the American government did this cash for clunkers program where they're like, yes, trade your old shitbox in, and we will give you cash for that clunker. So rather than the American government reselling those, they basically stuck a compound in the engine that turned the engine to glass, and then they dropped thermite down through it and destroyed it. I shit you not.
That's
they
almost
actually did
that's
this.
almost as crazy as the guy who invented the car engine that could run on hydrogen, aka water.
Okay,
And
that's bullshit.
the companies bought up the rights just so they could lock it away and people couldn't have it.
There was also that he also died.
You
of a
say
heart
that,
attack.
but steam engines exist. Shades,
Right.
You could run a steam powered car. You could, and it would
Bro,
run off water.
Bro, all I wanted was a little shitty Toyota Hilux. Like, a little nice, little tiny mid-sized truck. Not one of these, super F279s.
You gotta get that Hemi.
Nah, I just want a little Toyota shitbox truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that. Those are $40,000. Because, used, they don't exist anymore. Because legitimately, the Cash for Clunkers program ate them all up. And killed them. All of them.
Dead.
F.
R.I.P. those guys. They're dead now.
He did. As a matter of fact, I mean, I don't mean to get political.
Yeah.
But with the tariff situation and everything that's going on, and most companies starting to build here in the U.S. to manufacture,
Yeah.
do you think the car prices are going to get better?
Oh, hell no.
No?
No.
You think they're going to be like, well, Americans are used to paying this much, so we'll still charge them this much, and it'll still cost us less. Well, no, it won't cost them. Well, it will if they don't have to worry about tariffs, and they're making it here in the States.
Yeah.
I was listening to the Blue Man on the internet, and he was talking about how China would build their dealership, or that their car manufacturing plants down in Mexico, because it was cheaper than importing built cars from China to the US, because they could have them built in Mexico for cheap labor, and then they just drive them up to the US.
Yeah.
So
trade nonsense is insane.
It is.
I hate it.
I'm still waiting for groceries to go down in price.
They won't.
I'm glad eggs stabilized at $4 a pop for me for a 12 carton, because I'll be going through some eggs right now.
Bro, you still need a loan for all those.
A loan for the eggs? You're right.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Because I've decided that instead of a 2-egg omelet, I need to start eating a 3-egg omelet. Because after the workout, 20 to 30 grams of protein is necessary. So 3 eggs, large eggs, is 18. No, wait. 6, 12. Yeah, it's 18 grams of protein for 3 eggs. And then if I do a tablespoon of mild cheddar cheese in my omelet, that bumps me up to 20 grams of protein. It's great.
I told you, old man. You literally needed to put some meat on those omelets.
I mean, I could throw. I've got deli meat. I could throw turkey in there.
Shredded chicken. Shredded
throw
chicken.
Turkey in there.
Yeah.
Throw turkey in there.
Turkey's good too.
Yeah.
A lot of sodium though.
Yeah, but you need salt. Salt helps with your electrolytes.
True. You know what
Especially
else
if you're chugging water like I am.
Fuck chat. I swear, could you tell I'm a streamer? Comments section. You know what else helps with your electrolytes? Liking and sharing this podcast. We need to be #1 trending right now, yesterday, tomorrow, and forever. Because I would like to get some money.
Electrolytes right here, boy. Electrolytes.
It's literally a spray bottle of water.
It is.
Not electrolyte.
You drink enough water and you got salt. That's another thing.
It's not
Put a pinch of salt. Put a small pinch of salt in your water before you drink it. It is so much cheaper than buying Gatorade, which is mostly sugar.
I mean, Gatorade is
to build your
sugar.
Electrolytes back up.
All
it
sugar.
is, yeah.
All right. I think with that concludes episode 5. Are we on 5?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, that concludes episode 5.
Yes.
So, comment section. Like, comment, do all that jazz. Just be like, hee, ha, ha, I made it to the end. No one else did. So your secret word is, tiramisu.
Also works.
You both went food and I went a country.
So it's
Zanzibar.
pancake, Zanzibar, and tiramisu. Comment those things, and we will know what you're talking about. Otherwise, we will see you in the next one. Bye.
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 Goodbye.